The Albuquerque Police Department is already really short on officers. Now the state is throwing a wrench in the mayor's plans to keep the shortage from getting worse. News 13's Tina Jensen exposes the battle that is brewing.
Number one, we want to make sure we can get our officers up to 1,000 officers as soon as possible. We think we have a way that we can do that through retention and some bonuses.
The city says extra cash is key to keeping officers from retiring, and it's offering up to $12,000 to officers who postpone retirement for a year. What the city and officers know is that the $12,000 more per officer could turn into an extra $110,000 more per officer over the course of their retirement if it's used to calculate their pension. That's not the city's money. That comes out of the state's already maxed out pension fund. But in a letter, the Public Employees Retirement Association, or PARA, told the city it doesn't count extra pay as part of a salary when it calculates a pension. The city calls it, quote, longevity pay, and insists it is part of a salary. Now the city and the police union are teaming up to take PARA to court, asking a judge to force PARA to pay up.
Pension reform and solvency is really important, but so is public safety for our families.
The city also says a future freeze to PARA's cost of living adjustment is what's causing officers to retire earlier than they would otherwise.
It's not because of COLA or PARA changes, it's because of this administration.
Former APD Sergeant Tom Grover, now an attorney who represents officers in lawsuits, says if APD really wants to keep its officers on the force, it should take a hard look at morale.
You can't pay an officer enough to risk their lives like they do every day, all year long. They're not there for the money. At the top of the list is their satisfaction at work and being able to do their job.
The city and PARA will face off in an emergency court hearing tomorrow. Tina Jensen, KRQE News 13.
The mayor, who as a state rep worked to shore up the pension plans, also wants to ask state lawmakers change the rules on double dipping so retired officers can come back to work and get paid while still collecting their pension checks.